right? That's your ego talking. So then ask yourself, what is it costing you? What is allowing your ego to drive your decisions costing you? It's costing you leads. It's costing you momentum. It's costing you growth. It's costing you your confidence. No? All right. So, as you all know, as we walk into the fourth quarter, our theme is going to be finishing strong. So the goal really from September, October, November, and December is to do as much as possible what we call active lead generation. It's actively going after the business. It's actively creating business for yourself. So this would really imply making the calls and knocking on doors. It's having conversations. Now, it's not random. Please, folks, it's not random. You guys know this, right? It's not like, hey, do you want to sell your house? Hey, do you want to sell your house? It's not like that. You need to have a strategy. You need to bring value to the table. So, calling your database, for example, your SOI database, that would be a great group of people to connect with right now and just reach out to them. Now, remember, when you're calling your SOI database, it's not a sales call, it's a service call. It's how are you, Hayden? How you doing? How's the family? How are things? Hey, what questions do you have regarding this crazy real estate market? It's focusing on providing value. Hey, you know what, Simon? If you ever decide to renovate the home and you're having a tough time finding tradespeople, hey, let me know. I can connect you with some painter, some plumber, electrician, whoever you need. So you see how I want to be of value to the consumer, providing value. So your SOI database, not a sales call, service call. Now, who else can we connect with? I would go the next group of people would be anyone who mentioned to you that they're going to make a move. Those old leads that you have sitting in your database in your CRM. That nice old lady that said she was going to sell her home back in March and never did that. Connect with them. Reach out to them. Even go as far back as last year or even the year before. Whatever leads that you have in your computer that at some point had mentioned to you they're going to do something, this is the time to reach out to them. And really, the question you want to ask them is real simple. It's just like, hey, you mentioned to me at some point you were thinking of making a move. Excellent. Is that still the plan or have things changed? And the objective here, folks, the objective is finding their timeline. When do they want to start the process? Is it within the next 4 months? Is it sometime next year? Would that help you? If you found out their timing, would that help you? Yeah. See, that's the number one piece of information that we all need to have to decide how to follow up with them. See, you're going to treat people differently. If someone wants to make a move in the next 3 months, you're going to treat them differently than it's the next 30 months. It's lead follow up. So need to know timing, right? Next, it's up to you. So your SOI database is a must. All hot leads and leads of any general, like mentioned to you, is a must. The next is up to you. It could be if you want to connect with any of those, let's say circle prospecting, brand new listing hit the market, and you're just calling the neighbors to let them know about it, to stir the conversation. The value you bring to the table is letting them know that your neighbor's for sale, right? It could be connecting with expireds, connecting with for sale by owners. It could be doing some community events, like meeting up with the community, any sort of events that happen. The goal here is to have as many conversations, as many face-to-face as you can. Are we good with that? All right, excellent. So create a schedule for yourself for the next 4 months. What days are you working? What days are you not working? Take us right to December 31st. The days that you do work, it's a work day for you, must follow a standard. Whatever that measuring stick is for you, whether you want to do 1 hour power, whether you want to do 5 conversations, it doesn't matter. I don't care. It's on you. It's your goal. What is your measuring stick that you're going to follow? Right? I'm trying to push everyone to do the 5-5-4. It's real simple. Talk to 5 people that you know. Talk to 5 people you do not know. Follow up with 4 existing leads, and then post twice a day on social. If you do that, like that would be kind of pushing you a little bit, right? Like that's not easy. That's a lot of work. Could you imagine doing that for the next 3 to 4 months? What would your January look like? What would that first quarter 2026 look like? All right. Speaking of January, next we're working on the January list. Have you guys all created one of these? Simple sheet of paper, January list at the top, 1 to 20. Post that up on your wall as you're having conversations. Fill it out. I'm going to start to ask you on our calls, how many people do you have on your January list? How many people are on the January list? Right? The goal is to keep putting that in your mind. If it's not visual, it doesn't exist. If it's not up in front of you, it won't exist. Don't put it in your drawer. Put it up in front of you. Keep it in front of you, so you know. Oh, you know what? I got to put that person in January. I got to put that person in January list. 1 in 4 work out. Think about that. If you have 20 people going over to January, that's 5 transactions. Would that not be an amazing start to 2026? So everybody's on this, right? We're on board. All right, love it. Weekly newsletter. As you guys know, I send out a weekly newsletter every Sunday. Newsletter that came out, just a reminder right here. If you click on this, either the plays that work, or this, you're going to get access to a Google Docs. That Google Docs has all the notes, all the slides, workbook for Success Summits. So if you like to look at that, get information, please. We're going to be talking about Success Summit today a little bit, some highlights. But before I jump into that, challenges. What challenges do you guys have? What struggles? What issues? What hallucinations do you have this weekend? No?
My hallucinations this week is 5-5-4-2. I'm
Isn't
going
that
to
hard?
do that every single day, and it's freaking me out.
It's freaking you out. Is it
Yeah.
because it's difficult for you, or is it
No, it's that old thing. I'm all of a sudden I'm going to get busy, you know?
fear of success? That's
Yes.
real. That is real. That is absolutely real. But thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that. All right. But we have to work through it. We have to work through it. Anyone else have anything that they want to discuss with the group? No? All right. Top of your page. I want you to write down ego versus economics. Ego versus economics. We're doing a deep dive on what Tom was talking about, plain small. So this is going to work on your benefit here, Ken. Right? We're going to talk about this, the real, fear of success. So ego versus economics. See, every single day you're making decisions, right? You're making a decisions one of two places. You're either making a decision based upon your ego, which is driven by fear, by comfort, by pride, and by protection. That's your ego. It's protecting you. Or you're making decisions based upon economics, which is driven by strategy. It's execution, it's humility, it's value creation, value conscious. So you have a choice. Am I using my ego to make decisions, or am I using economics? And it's not like you just do one or the other. It's constantly happening throughout the day. It's constantly happening, right? I want you to be aware of that. You're probably getting those little whispers that how your ego whispers at you. It says something like, "Hey, I'm not ready yet. This is not perfect right now. It won't work in my market, Danny. You don't know my market. It's not going to work in my market." Right? Or I don't want to look stupid on camera. Too late. right? I don't want to look stupid on camera. Or what if someone engages with you on this post? Like, what do I do now? Right? That's your ego talking. So then ask yourself, what is it costing you? What is allowing your ego to drive your decisions costing you? It's costing you leads. It's costing you momentum. It's costing you growth. It's costing you your confidence. And you know what the biggest thing it costs you? Money. It's costing you financial freedom for always listening to your ego. And be careful with that. Because maybe you don't need the money, but your family could use it. So be very careful with ego. So let's think of the agents who are dominating right now. They're not more talented than you are, right? Let's be brutally honest with ourselves. They're not talented you. What they are is they've trained their brain to prioritize economics and the return over emotional comfort. And that's really what it is. They've chosen the economics instead of being comfortable. Because to be honest with you, you can't grow without being uncomfortable, right? Growth can only come from being uncomfortable. You must be uncomfortable. So they choose the calling versus the scrolling. See, they'll choose, sending out whatever post that they're doing versus making it perfect. They don't care if it's not perfect. They still send it, right? They're executing as opposed to excuses. That's really what it comes down to it. So as a result, they're constantly winning. While those that focus on their ego and being comfortable are not. You're not progressing. So the ego wants to protect you from embarrassment. The economy wants to reward you for your action. Only one of these pays the bills. Is that a true statement there? We have to take the action, right? So let's look at the key concepts here. Ego thrives on compassion, procrastination, and excuses. Economics thrives on action, discomfort, and data-driven decisions. Data-driven decisions. So let's take a step back for a second. If you were to look at your business right now, which lead source do you believe is your number one lead source that generates the most business for yourself? And I would argue that for the majority of you, probably 95% of you, it would be your SOI database and referrals from your SOI database. Would you agree on this? Does this make
Yes.
sense to you? Now the question becomes why? Why is that the case? Why is it my past clients, my friends, my family, my neighbors, and referrals from them my number one lead source? And the answer to that is three. It is number one, they know you. Number two, they like you. And number three, they trust you. It's the know, like, and trust. Because there are some people that know you and don't like you and they don't give you any business. And then there are others that know you, like you, but don't trust you, so they don't give you any business. They don't trust you. And the trust, it really comes from the value we provide them, right? That, the phone calls that we do, Hayden, and the text message we send, Simon, and the emails that we send out, the newsletters, the constant value we provide, our SOI database, that's where the trust keeps going up. But let me ask you this. What if we develop the know, like, and trust to people we do not know? What would that do for your business? What would that do for your business? So I want to share a little stat here for you guys. So this was shown at Success Summit. I want you to point out something. See how in 2025, this is the most recent data, 34%. You guys see that? 34% right here? 34% was referrals. This is your SOI database, 34%. You know what's scary? 10 years ago, that was over 60%. Okay? But then look down here. 28% researched online. This is social media. 28%. So they took that away from the SOI. 28%. Where 10 years ago, it was zero. Think about that for a second. We went from 60% referral based, people saying, yeah, I know someone for you, no problem, to now dropping that down to 34% because I know someone for you. And 28% are strangers. So what if strangers began to develop the know, like, and trust with you? You guys interested? Yeah? Yeah? Where do you think they're looking? Now we have to interact a little bit. I'm just curious. Where do you think they're looking?
Social.
Social media. Okay.
Google reviews.
Google
Google.
reviews. Absolutely. Where else? They're online. They're your website. They're the Google reviews. There's your Google My Business page, all the different social media platforms. And more importantly, it's the content you put out there. See, the algorithm works in your favor. Right? When you're scrolling, right now I'm looking at like a little pizza oven. Like, did you ever see those little pizza ovens? Those portable ones, right? I'm thinking for the backyard, a little small pizza oven. All of a sudden, every time I'm scrolling, it's all about pizza. Did you guys ever get that? Where you stop microseconds on someone's post, all of a sudden you're seeing more of that content, right? So now let's think of your clients. Let's think of those potential clients who's looking to buy in your part of the world or looking to sell in your part of the world. And you're producing content, real estate content, great content about real estate in your part of the world. What do they see more of? They'll see more of you. I want you to write this number down. 48. 48. It takes 48 minutes of someone watching your content before the know, like, and trust begins to develop. It's 48. It could be one YouTube video. It literally could be one YouTube video where they see you an hour's worth or 48 minutes worth of your content on YouTube. They're like, hey, Saeed, you're my man. I love this guy. He talks exactly to me. Just think about that. Or it could be a whole bunch of reels that you're doing, a whole bunch of carousels, posts. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter where. But the key here is putting that content out there, right? Now you guys are all thinking to yourselves, but I don't look good in front of the camera. Come on, you guys are styling. Look at this. You guys are models in front of me. Styling, right? I'll tell you who shouldn't be in front of a camera, right? Let me share with you. Let me share with you. My favorite Ron, baby. Come on. He's got a face only a mother can love. But yet, he's posting twice a day. Twice a day. Nothing fancy. It's just his mug in front of the camera. And if you're wondering, he's got 43,000 followers. That's legit. Or maybe Mario. Huh? Just talks to the camera. Just talks to the camera. He's putting out whatever, and he's got followers. This guy's got almost 300,000 followers. And he's posting 2-3 times a day. If these two gentlemen can do it, any one of you guys can do it. But we want to make sure we're focused on content. Now, if no one's following you guys should absolutely follow the Lucas O'Keefe. He is brilliant for Instagram. If you're interested in improving your Instagram, brilliant. He posts, I think, once a week, not a lot, right? I mean, sorry, video once a week, but he does other posts throughout the week, a lot of carousels. But it's all about how to improve on Instagram. He's got a following. He's got a niche. Lucas O'Keefe. Okay, Instagram. Right. So let's go to Simi. Great job, Simi. She understands her marketplace. She sells in her marketplace, and she's constantly doing it. And she's doing an amazing job on this one. Right? Pick your area, pick your niche. Right? And then we have Katie Day, crushing it. She's got 31,000 followers just on this page. She's providing value for Houston, crushes it. Right? Then we have, oh, if you don't like being on camera, then just follow Roland. He hates being on camera. He absolutely hates it. So what he does is he creates a lot of these type of videos where it's just simple walkthroughs, and it's not even his own listing. It's someone else's listing. Just ask the realtor, hey, I'm going to do a walkthrough. Do you mind if I post it on social? So he just does a walkthrough, and he's talking. He's just describing about the house.
By me.
Just like that. So there are methods that you can use. Whether you're comfortable or uncomfortable being in front of a camera is irrelevant. There's no excuses here. Pick economics over ego. But I would say this, even if you are on a team, and there's amazing teams on here, even if you're on a team, you are still the brand. You yourself are the brand. So I would recommend putting your face out there, becoming that celebrity, becoming that voice, that person in your marketplace. Be the realtor of that marketplace that everyone comes to. There's an agent that I was coaching out in Airdrie, Alberta. Airdrie, a little small town just north of Calgary. And if you typed in the town, Airdrie, Alberta, just on Google that, you're going to see the city's website. Then you're going to see Wikipedia, and you might see the Weather Network. Right after that, the very first, when they show you YouTube videos, you're going to see Brad Walker. Didn't pay for that. He's like the first person that comes out outside of an entity is Brad Walker, because he constantly puts out information about Airdrie, Alberta. All this video, Airdrie, Alberta. And you could be that person for your marketplace.